Hey, so this week's Torah portion is perplexing. It starts off, ironically, I shouldn't say ironically, but Zohar is fascinating. We have page 122 of book 20, book 19, book 19, book 19, section 199. And this talks about, from what I understand, um, crusaders, basically, to say it simply, and things of that sort. Um, in other words, the gear, book 20 also discusses things like the Cohen graveyards, the things of that sort, the Tefillin, the tzitzit, the talis, things of that sort. There are maybe correlations in some people's opinion between these things and other things. In other words, uh, so for example, if you were gonna, let's say, have some sort of Bunsen burner, it could be used for things like melting some things and or for foodstuffs, warming, or even cooking. Believe it or not. Then you have the blue flame welding apparatuses that are designed for different things. But so let's see if we're going to be a welder or something like that, or designer of various apparatuses, and you get yourself a quality welding apparatus sorts. Before that, it's ideal to have like one of those cool little shield masks type of things, and the little, all the gear. You don't basically. So there's a Seder in Bnei Barak, and so Rabbi Tarfon discusses about some things about saying the Shema, and so there's a Seder, there's an order to everything, in some people's opinions, and so other people's opinions have a different order of how things should be completed. That journalistically and specifically speaking, there's a way to do things. Some things are perhaps somewhat unexplainable. So, for example, in Parshat Kedoshim and Kedoshin, there's a differentiation between the Ramban makes explains some things. That's why it's included in the Torah commentary, and the prohibition of running to graveyards and things like that. And let me see here. Other things in other parshat. I'm going to make another recording about the parshat Emor in correlation with species and things like that. So, anyway, until next time.